I am the bearded man. Just kidding. My name is Francisco Ortiz, and I cut hair. I'm an upcoming barber. I'm here to tell you my story and how I got inspired to do this. I've been cutting hair for about 5 years now, going on 6. I'm 21, so I started when I was around 15. And I got my inspiration from my uncle. He started cutting hair around the same age, around 15, and I was his test dummy. And I didn't trust anyone but him to cut my hair, even though he messed me up a couple times. But he got really good at it, and that's why I didn't trust anyone else. I always wanted him to cut my hair. I was very picky about haircuts, and he moved away, and I didn't have a barber for about a year, and I grew my hair out. I had basically like an afro out here, and it was probably the worst year of my life. But then I was going into high school, and I needed a haircut. So I cut my hair one size, all around. Probably the worst thing ever. And I think from there, I kind of was just like, you know what? I need to learn how to cut hair, because for myself, I wanted to cut my own hair. I wanted it to look good because I was so picky about my haircuts. So I had a $20 machine from Rite Aid that I bought. Probably the worst machine ever. But I started cutting my own hair. And once I started that, my friends started noticing that they started getting a little better, but every time. And then they started asking me if I could cut their hair. And I started off like any other barber would, in the backyard or the garage, with one machine. I was hoping I could get another one. But obviously they're expensive, so I had to make money. And I got to a point where I started getting good at it, and I told myself like, hey, you know what, you can actually do this for money, or you can do this for a living. You can look at it as a career. And that's, I think, I started calling my uncle, and I asked him questions about it, like, where did you get your inspiration? He was just like, you know what, dude, just if you really want to do this, just learn, just watch videos, go to barbershops, ask them questions, what they do and how they do it and what styles they go off of. And that's what I started doing. I started going to barbershops, asking barbers like, hey, what machines do you use? I'll be on YouTube for like 6 hours watching just videos straight. Everybody will think I was crazy, but that's what I wanted to do. And so there was this one night I cut my brother's hair because I had the confidence of like, I started off cutting everybody one size, but then I had the confidence of giving my brother a fade, which is a whole different haircut from what people think, just cutting one size. I remember I cut his hair and I thought it was good. I was taking pictures and everything. He went to work the next day and he came home and he had told me all his friends were making fun of him, and that they told him that your brother should stop cutting hair. Your brother, I don't know what he did or what he was thinking. And it's another plane, and it crushed me. I wanted to give up. I just wanted to stop cutting hair. And before that, I was so confident because everyone told me you're good at what you're doing and all this. But I kind of gave up for like 2 hours, I think, that day after he told me. I didn't want to cut hair. I was like, I gotta find something else. Like, this is not. But then after that, like, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. Stood on YouTube for another 4 hours, probably 5 hours. I lose track of time. Just watching haircutting videos, different styles, different techniques. And ever since that day, I think that's when it changed for me, of how committed I was gonna be to haircutting and how passionate I was gonna be to haircutting. I looked at haircutting before as just a basic haircut and just something to clean somebody up. Now I look at it as an art. I put 120% into my haircuts all the time. I try not to, cheat my clients, like, but I try to be as consistent. I try to learn more every time, fix my craft, buy supplies that I need to make my clients feel comfortable, to make myself feel comfortable. I started off in a garage, and it was just a covered top, tarps on the side. That's when I first started cutting hair, and now I have like my own spot, which is pretty cool. Have all the supplies I need to cut a hair, and it makes me feel comfortable, makes me happy, it makes my clients feel happy. They always come back, and I think I've come a long way in 5 years of cutting hair, and I still have a lot to learn. But yeah. Just want to shout out my uncle real quick, John. He inspired me to do all this, and this is where I've come. This is my room now, and this is where I cut hair. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. And obviously, a really good inspiration to me, to the family. Thank you.